Okay, alright guys, me Young Leo Akio here. Welcome to my channel, Auto Modifier Sport channel. Continuing in part 12 on showing you guys how do I install on my aftermarket carbon fiber aftermarket spoiler uh, right here onto my 98 Eclipse in the back. Now first of all, this part I'm gonna go over all the parts that you need before installation, and I might have to cut off before installation and after installation. I'm gonna make a video, so I'm gonna adjust my camera after this and mount it on. It's ready, and I'm gonna have to go to work after this too. So basically, it's been raining, and I over the week of my birthday, I mean, I couldn't really put on the spoiler, and I just drive it out, hang out like that. But it's all right. Sooner or later, the spoiler gonna be on anyway. So when it's raining, when if you have the same problem, same situation as I am, when it's raining and you already got your hole drill, just go ahead and get electric tape, cover it up. Electric tape will do it. Cover it up good on just the hole. See what that's what I'm doing. Cover the hole up with the electrical tape right there. And when you're ready to install, like right now I'm ready to install. I just take the electrical tape out, but notice something you want to know. If if you're going to install the the wing spoiler when it's daytime in the morning, it's gonna have some foggy and water, just like I came out earlier. Now it's dried up already. But if it is, when you install like that, when you want to dry the water out, just use the heat gun, okay? Use some rag and wipe the water out first, and then use the heat gun to heat the spot that where you're gonna put some glue and mount on the spoiler, okay? I plan to do that, but I've been out here for like an hour and doing other things, and it just got dried up. So I really don't have to use heat gun now. I just go straight to the process on how on installing the spoiler right now. So first things first, take out the electrical tape that I've been taping, and make sure it doesn't have glue or anything. So it's dry like that. And right now the back of my trunk is dry too. So it's a really good time to work on my spoiler, to install my spoiler. I mean, yeah, well, to put the adhesive glue on if it's dry like that. So that's good. And so these are all the stuff, the material, the tool that you need, that I need. So I'm just gonna talk about you and me throughout the whole videos, like just like every other videos. If you know, if I say some part you or me, it don't really matter. I'm talking to you and me myself, with what I'm doing, because there's people watching my videos. So I'm just basically gonna talk, overall, so people can see and listen and understand what I'm doing here. So what would you need? What I would need is, of course, some glue. And one thing you want to know is, I didn't clean the spoiler yet until I mounted up, so it's still dirty. These pads right here, this plastic pads, is meant to be in the middle, where the glue is gonna mount to. So it meant to be, the glue gonna be on this back side right here to mount it on here, and another layer of glue out here to mount it down to the trunk. Okay, that's how it works like that. As that's what I'm gonna do too. Make sure you clean these pads. I cleaned these pads already. Make sure it doesn't have the old glue that because before it was installing my Integra, and it has some dirty old glue, and I cleaned all four of them off. Uh, they all clean now. I just leave one right here for example. If you see some adhesive glue still stuck on the old glue, just use some razor right here. Use a razor to clean, to clean the old glue. That's it. And then soap it with water and dry it good. That's it. And remount it on. Um, I would use, I mean, any of this glue will work. I think so. But I'm gonna use Gorilla Glue. You can use some JB Well. These are good. These are actually Apache. but it's really good. It's like strong, like it's strong, and it's like super glue. Or you can use super glue, which super glue is not going to be thick enough because when I install this pad right here with the mount on, there's going to be a gap, like a big gap. So you would want to use Gorilla Glue, okay? Because Gorilla Glue will rise up. It will become thicker, bigger once it's applied, okay? So the best bet is use Gorilla Glue, okay? The brown one, the original one. You can use the white one too, but I would use the original one. And then have four washer. This lock washer, I will use the lock nut washer right here, and some of these nuts. This any size nuts that's gonna fit onto. This is the M8. M8 1.25. This is about 60 millimeter long. So I already do some cutting and grinding to let it fit onto my spoiler. So I cut and grind this head right here so it can fit. Like you watch my previous video, you see it, okay? So we need two of it. There's two of it that I made. Well, there's only two that I need, um, especially the one on the very ends, that hole right there and that hole right there. This hole up here, this one and this one, it just used the short, original short bolts. So it doesn't need a long bolt like this. It uses shorter bolts, which is already uh, comes with it right here. Matter of fact, I have already installed the long bolts here that I've cut and shade. So these are the original long bolt that I made right here a couple of days ago in my other video. But these right here, these are different. Okay, so let's put this out the way. These are shorter. Matter of fact, this is shorter. Okay, this is like new, but it should be a little bit longer. 60 millimeter to be exactly right. It's right here. Okay, and I've already cut and shaved the heads already. So you can use any nuts you want to. You can use these kind of nuts, as long as it fit the M8. These are better nuts right here, I would think. I only got one. I'll probably get some more of these, but right now for temporary, I would use these kind of nuts. Okay, and these nuts will take. These are 13, I think a 13 or 1/2. So I'll have a 1/2 socket, a 13 millimeter socket, and a 12 millimeter socket because this right here, this smaller one, is a 12, but the thread will fit on an M8. So it don't really matter what size nuts, as long as the thread is an M8, then it'll fit. Okay. Uh, so there it is. And then of course the wrench, you will need a wrench with extension would be better, and this adjustable pliers. Okay, this way I can, if you have a two wrench like this, will be much better. I have it too, I just don't really want to use it. I'll use this one just for the nuts, you know so that's all right. I mean, it's not like really big hard bolts or nuts, so it'll be all right with that adjustable pliers. So the next step is cutting the glue. Okay, just cutting the glue out and get ready to put the glue onto the pads, onto the back of the pads, like the back here, right here, the glue on there first, and then once I got the spoiler onto the trunk, then I'll put some glue either here first or right here. I'll put around the hole too, but I'll probably most likely gonna put around the pads out here, all four of them, put on all four of them. So as soon as I clean this pad right here, this pad's gonna have to remember this pad's gonna be installing this one right here. It doesn't have a pad, the rubber pad. So that will leave the gaps out, fill in the gaps. Um, and then these two right here, the hexagon tool, I'll need to, I need this tool to loosen any of these bolts that's having hex bolts right there. So yeah, it's another tool that I would need. And then some other bolts and stuff I'll show you guys later when I actually, after I install the spoiler on, it needs to install these this one plates right here for the wings on both sides. Yeah, so that we use probably gonna use this kind of nuts and this kind of nuts right here. I'm running out these kind of nuts, so I can just use this kind of nuts right here to replace it. But my size was broken, so I just made the side. As you can see my other video, the side was broken. I just finished cutting. I just didn't drill the hole, and so I'm gonna show you guys when after I drill the hole and install that plates on that wing plates, whatever they call. Anyway, okay, so I'm getting to the process of doing it. So I'm gonna mount my camera here, and after I mount my camera, I'm gonna cut, and when I get ready, then I'm gonna shoot the video back on for the next part. All right, continue on installing the aftermarket carbon fiber spoiler onto the back of my '98 Eclipse. All right, guys.